It's like 4 in the morning. It's 4 a.m. I don't want to go on this trip, but I guess I'm going to. I'm going to try to do 1,000 miles today from Little Rock to Austin, Texas. And I'm just going to go down there and I'm just going to come back. This is going to try to be a revenge video for the Tour de West, where I go back out there and try to accomplish what we tried to do a couple months ago and we're not able to do. So we're going to do 1,000 miles today. We're going to try to. The difference between this morning and the morning of that trip are night and day. I don't want to do this. I'm not really worried or anything, but I just don't want to do this. I have debated on whether or not I was even going to go all the way up until like just 30 minutes ago, because it's calling for rain this morning. Not just rain, but thunderstorms. I just didn't want to do it. Just didn't want to do it. But we're going to go see what we can come up with today. We're at least going to go to Cooper's, supposedly. Don't plan for this to be one of those days where I don't eat. I'm going to try to stop around maybe Texarkana, maybe even Malvern, I don't know, and go get some coffee or something this morning so that I'm not just running on empty completely. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Well, we're here at Buc-ee's. I think this is a new Buc-ee's at Royce City. See it right there. We're not far from Dallas, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Making decent time. I'm gonna try to make it to Austin by 1. You know how motorcycle trips, you always have to plan for a longer time, so maybe it may take actually a little longer than that. But honestly, there's not a lot going on. I've had a clean run so far. This is the longest I've taken. Well, no, I stopped in, where did I stop? Prescott, Arkansas. And they had Hardee's there, so I had some biscuits and gravy, hash browns, coffee, Diet Coke. It was good. And having something in you and a little bit of caffeine helps a lot on stuff like this. But anyway, other than that, this is the longest I've taken to stop, and that's pretty much just to take this video. I went inside and got some water and some Zantac. Spilled gas all over my motorcycle tank, so I poured some water on it to try and get that gas off there. Anyway, I'm going to finish this water and get on my way. Okay, I kind of have to be quick. I'm in Lorena, Texas. You see that Berkshire Brothers store behind me. I was going to try to push it to Temple, but I was on my last bar, and the last thing I need right now is to run out of gas, because I'm actually trying to make it to Cooper's by at least 1 o'clock, because Tyler's going to meet me there and have lunch before I head back. But anyway, the trip's running real clean right now. There's not been any kind of setbacks or anything. I'm making real good time. Traffic's been real light. I'm doing 85 pretty much everywhere I go. The only place I've had to slow down to a crawl was in Waco, and that was for about 10 or 15 minutes, and that was about it. Dallas was actually really easy to get through. So it's been a really good day for this. The sun is only just now coming out. It was nice and cloudy and cool earlier. But anyway, things are looking pretty good right now. Well, I'm here at Cooper's Barbecue in downtown Austin, and I'm at 470 something miles, and I'm about to head back. It's 1:50 p.m. I expect to get back, I don't know, about 9 or 10 o'clock. And things have gone pretty good so far. Had some barbecue, and I'm headed back. I pulled over for just a minute because I realized that I haven't made a video in a while,
I'm in Italy, Texas. I'm like almost to Dallas at this point. But I just thought that I would let everybody know. You see this right here? This is a Jack in the Box. Those are different than Jacks. Look at the logos, they look almost exactly the same. This is a Jack in the Box. It's not a Jack's. If you see a Jack's, don't let them fool you. Anyway, things are going fine. This is one of the hottest rides I've ever been on for this long. It is so hot it feels like I'm driving into a hairdryer. I've literally been looking at the bike to make sure it's not overheating because it doesn't even feel natural for it to be this hot going down the highway. There's spots where I'm hitting just solid blacktop and it's just, you can feel it. You can feel it get like 30 degrees hotter when you get over that blacktop. But anyway, we're going to be in Dallas before long, and after that, I mean, it's just straight shot home. I got a little less than 400 miles to go, and we'll be done for the day. Well, guys, we're in Texarkana, and I'm here at some gas station. I'm sorry all my videos are always just me at a gas station, but I can at least keep track of what's going on. We've only got like 100 and something miles to go. I have a little bit of a problem though. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my key. The problem is that I think I'm going to be a little bit short. Now, I had planned this out on Google, my trip, and it was going to be just right at 100 perfect, but with my odometer, I guess it's a little off. I think I'm going to be like 40 miles short, so I'm actually going to have to come home and then actually go drive around somewhere for a little bit, document it so that the Iron Butt Association can accept it, and then I guess I'll just come home after that. But yeah, I'm going to have to come home and then drive around a little bit more so I can actually get my 1,000. But this is a really nice little gas station here in Texarkana. The only problem I've had so far on this trip is that this morning was fine. Going down there was fine. Going down to Austin is probably the cleanest trip I've ever had going down there. I made really good time. And I even stopped for breakfast and coffee and all that this morning in Prescott. But this evening, coming home, it was pretty clean, but Waco had awful traffic, and I'm going to put a screenshot here. In Dallas, it finally kind of started to cool off a little bit because it was getting into the evening by that point, but it was still 99 degrees with a heat index of 106. Waco was a hell of a lot hotter than that, and the stop and go traffic in Waco meant that I'm just standing on pavement. That was pretty bad. And after that, and the fact that I ate right before that, I had to cut my intervals down where I was only doing like 50 miles in between my stops, where I had to stop and just down some Gatorade, sit there for a second, and then get back on the bike and go. But now I'm back to this stretch here that I just did was from I think Sulphur Springs to Texarkana. It was like 85 miles, that one. And I'm thinking that I'm just gonna, it's like 140 miles to Little Rock from here. I'm thinking I may just do it. I'll probably have to stop somewhere closer to Little Rock, like maybe Malvern or Bryan or Benton, but I'm pretty much just gonna try to push through at this point and just get it done. And then once I get there, figure out where I need to go, what I can do to go ahead and get the miles to where I'm actually over 1,000 for the day. But I was thinking I was going to be done with this by like 8 or 9 o'clock. It's 9:30 now, and I've still got 150 miles to go. That's just motorcycle trips. They always take longer than you think. But anyway, this is the biggest update I've done on the trip so far. I feel pretty good, actually. This is probably the easiest motorcycle trip I've done in a while. Of course, I shouldn't say that because now I'm sure my bike will blow up right here in the middle of the night. Anyway, wish me luck. We're about to be done with this thing. Bye. Well, I just got back from doing a 1,000-mile ride for the first time. I came real close last year. I did like 950 or 960, something like that. This was 1,000. Full 1,000. Over 1,000. Something in my mileage doesn't add up. I think I did more than I was supposed to. I think I did like 1,040 or something like that. But either way, I wound up with over 1,000. Just my thoughts on it right now. I'm absolutely, uh, I never ever want to do that again. I still feel okay. My neck is really stiff. Uh, I'm just kind of sore and wore out all over, but I still feel pretty decent. I feel okay. I could probably get out there and ride a little bit more, but I wouldn't be happy about it. Mainly, I'm just, around the 900-mile mark, I was just ready to be home. I was pretty close to home at that point. I was just ready to be there. I was just tired of being on the bike all day. It's just I guess it came down to a mental thing because I just didn't want to be on the bike. I was just ready to get off it. And talking about my stuff not lining up, not sounding right. Um, According to Google Maps, my route should have been right at 1,000. And something, either I wrote down the wrong mileage when I started out or what, I have no idea. But I got back and still had like 42 miles to go. So instead of going to my house and just being done with it, I had to go past my house, like I was talking about earlier, and do an extra 40 something miles. And let me tell you something. When you kind of feel like you should be done already and you're passing your house and you've already done about 1,000 miles or so and you've got to do another 40 and you're on the bike wondering, is this because of a mistake? Because I felt like I kind of had already done my 1,000. I feel like I wrote down the wrong odometer reading or something. I don't know. But I'm done with it. And then I got to do another 40. I got to pass my own house to do 40 more miles. It was really bad. And I don't know why I would ever do this again unless I just absolutely had to. If you're planning out a trip and you've just got to do this, then cool. If you've got a trip planned out and you're going to be doing 900 and something miles and you want to just add on a little bit more just to say you've done this, then sure, go ahead and do it. But if you're like me and you're just kind of curious, hey, I'd like to just try doing 1,000 one time, it's not what's cracked up to be. Like I said, this is almost my second time to do it because last year, I guess I technically didn't, but last year going from Pueblo to where I live was like 950, 960 miles. I mean, I came pretty darn close to it last year. And honestly, I felt worse last year. Last year, I didn't even want to talk to anybody. When I got home, I was done. I still feel okay. I mean, you can tell by just the sound of my voice, the way I look. I feel okay. I'm all right. But I'm just a little stiff in my neck and my back. And I just don't want to do this again. I just don't ever want to do this again. Those are my initial thoughts. We'll maybe talk about it later, maybe not. I don't even know. But we'll see you. Bye.